The All-Devouring Whale, episode 10, now out. So let's talk about it. So the newest episode of The All-Devouring Whale is now out and available for you guys to go and check out. And wow, what an episode this was. I had watery eyes in this episode. I'm just gonna be real with you guys. I had water in my eyes because this episode was very, very emotional. So we get to see Mr. Doohan go up against Liu in this episode, and this all dives in, breaks down, and reconstructs the character of Doohan, and it was phenomenal writing. Just absolutely phenomenal writing. So we have the fight at the start, and obviously this is where Doohan starts to realize that there's something about Liu that isn't normal. And we get a little flashback sequence, and I love how they tie the flashback sequences with the present in this episode. I thought the way that it was utilized really hits that emotional thread that they're looking for. And it was just absolutely brilliant. So he's having flashbacks because Liu is very much, well, he is Master Fan. So he is seeing the battle that he had back in the past with Master Fan, with Jaime for the first time, and it is correlating to almost perfection to how the other battle went. Every single movement, every single move is identical to that battle they had. And he's noticing that. So he's trying to do it, and there was a moment where Jaime, when they had the first battle, was able to break the Water Dragon Spirit move, was able to cut it and break free. But in this fight, he was not able to, because Liu, who is Master Fan, figured out that the thing with the ghost sectors is the spirit pets, they're not alive, it's just a corpse, and anyone can control them. And that is why Jaime couldn't be able to break free of that particular move. So it was beautiful to see. And then, you know, the moment where Liu actually ends up defeating Doohan, and Doohan's like, you know, wrapped up by the vine monster, by the vine spirit. And this is where he starts to ask him questions. And he's like, did you have anything to do with Master Fan's death? Like, did you do it? Like, are you the one? Because he talks about how, you know, it got corrupted and then it devoured him. Like, are you the one that did this? And this is where he starts to, you know, talk about how he was out there just looking for someone to try and keep his cat alive, man. This little cat, Jaime. Oh, man. I did not think I would care so much about this little freaking spirit pet, but I did. And when he's out there asking everyone to try and resurrect his cat back to life, I was just like, oh man. And that's when he gets to the ghost sector, and they have like this pill that can bring them back, but he never saw the process. So he had nothing to do with it. And this is where Liu lets him go and says, look, man, I'm sorry, I was, you know, irrational. I was not thinking properly. I was just trying to get to the bottom of this, but that's okay. Like, and now. And then this little freaking flying person comes in. I don't know what her spirit pet is, but she's got something on her back, and it's got wings and stuff like that. So I don't know if it's like a parasite or not. It could be. So it starts attacking, and this is where the sector leader, chick, who is now in charge of the pavilion, goes. And she's like, I'm going to go fight him. I'm going to go do this. So she's fighting. And what happens is she actually gets taken down to the ground. And this is where the fire ignites from this particular person. And now she's in a lot of trouble. She's about to die. And this is where Doohan, the contrast of him sitting there talking to Jaime and, like, you know, remembering the great times that he had in the past with him, and him trying to let go of everything. And I just absolutely loved how they did this whole vision element to this episode with Doohan outside the gates of the pavilion, and then the gates open up, welcoming him back. And it's beautiful to see a character in like Doohan who feels like he's lost everything. He lost his best friend, he lost his mentor in a way, and now he has lost his cat as well. And he's come to the realization that this isn't Jaime. This isn't the cat that he loved. And I think the emotional weight is him coming to terms with that and going, Jaime, fight with me for one more time. Just one more time. And they go and save her from the fires. And as he's carrying her back, the cat's just sitting in the fires there. And this is where it gets you, because now Doan starts to come to terms with that's not his cat. That's not how he wanted it to be. He wants Jaime to rest in peace. And he starts having the memories of Jaime and everyone in the pavilion and that. And she's breaking down as he's carrying her. And because she's like, no, that's Jaime. What are you doing? He's still alive. And that he knows deep down inside that that's not true. He's not alive. And this cat's just sitting there in the fire, going out like a boss as he starts to break down as he's walking out of the fire. And it's just the imagery that they were able to bring together in that moment. It hits you so emotionally. It makes you actually give two shits about this cat, bro. I was started getting tears because I'm seeing this character who was broken after the death of, Master Fan and everything that happened to the pavilion. He was broken. He lost his spirit pet. He lost everything. And now he was willing to try and recapture that, but now he's come to terms of this isn't the way to do it. And he's breaking down because now he's finally able to say goodbye and rest in peace to his cat. And it was just phenomenal. Animated beautifully. The music was fantastic. I just think the atmosphere of that whole entire segment at the end was just brilliant. As they're walking out of the fire, him breaking down, the tears, you see the tears start to run down his cheeks as she's breaking down in his arms. And I'm just sitting there, I'm like, yes. Doan was never a bad person. He was just a broken person. And now it seems like he's coming back. He's now on the road to healing himself and rejoining the pavilion again. And I'm really, really loving it, man. I really am. I just think the writing is fantastic. Like, this whole entire episode is just about him. And like I said, the way they integrated the flashback sequences with the vision sequences with the past and the present, I thought was done in such a great way that the emotion gets you every single time, man. It just hits you because you're like, oh, I remember the first time where they had the banter with the cat, where it's like, oh, the cat loves you more than me and stuff. And then you come to the present and you're like, that scene hits harder now. It hits absolutely harder. So I think they did such a great job at bringing it all together and piecing it all together and showcasing you where this character was and where he is going to go now moving forward. So, phenomenal episode. Really, really loved it. Let me know what you guys thought of episode 10. Did you guys enjoy episode 10? Maybe you didn't. I want to hear your thoughts down below. Smash that like button for me. Click subscribe. And I'll see you guys next video. Until then, stay safe and peace out.